Let's differentiate between types of traffic. The main thing is looking at the intent of the person to do the desired action. So you can have people that are completely oblivious to you and are against buying your product, and then you have the other spectrum of people that are ready to buy the product. Usually these people use different platforms depending on their intent. So because of that, we need to understand how those people are looking at your product and their perspective towards you. Because of that, I like to split every type of product into two. It's either a problem-solving product or it's an impulsive buy. I know that there's a lot of different theories behind this, but this is the simple first step you need to understand before you can develop your grand strategy. So it's quite simple. If you're selling a service or your product is solving a problem, you're usually in the business of helping other people, and your service or your product is solving a problem. It doesn't matter if it's that somebody wants better hair and you're a hairstylist, so you help them. They have a problem that they're ready to pay you for, that they cannot perform on their own, or they don't want to. Now, those people are problem aware, so they're actively searching for a solution. Most of the time, those people are going to go to Google or similar platforms to educate themselves and to find the best pick. The reason why they do that is because you go to Google to find a solution to a problem most of the time. On the other side, I consider that the other type of business is impulsive buyers. So you can imagine you have problem solving and then impulsive buyers. Because if they don't have a problem, the other option is for you to make them buy something that they most of the time don't need. So under this niche, I would say food, fashion, anything that you really don't need in your life and you can live without it, that's kind of the impulsive buy side. So traveling, when you don't have to travel, all of that is impulsive buy. I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just categorizing so you know how to approach the potential prospect. Impulsive buyers are completely not aware that they have a problem or a need, and they're just roaming around about their day on Meta, on TikTok, on YouTube, and they're just having fun. And then it's your job to pop in and make them feel like they want your product. So you can imagine if they see an amazing piece of steak or a beautiful garment, they might decide to go for it. But that's not the thing they wanted 5 minutes ago. So between impulsive buyers and problem solvers, impulsive buyers tend to need a lot more rationalization in order for them to make the decision we want, because they know inherently they don't need the product. So the more rationalizations you give them, it's kind of like a good excuse for them to do the thing they actually want to do from the start. The main thing is, for people like this, Meta, TikTok, and other platforms are made for. Now, there is still a way how you can layer everything to make the maximum results. So let's say like this. If you're running Meta as your top of funnel and you want to add additional things to support it, I would add Google for all of the people that go to Google to search for it. I would add email to make sure that I can give them a longer story if somebody actually wants to read it, and as well as to show them all of my perks and benefits additionally through that channel. Email is also really good at building a story, showing them what your cause is, and maybe even converting them to become a brand ambassador and becoming a loyal fan for long term. So you can imagine if you're just running Metas like most people are for impulse buyers, it's just not going to be enough, because some people would have bought if you sent them an email, but you never did. Some people are going to go to research you on Google, but you never ran Google ads, so they never found you, and then they got hit by a random competitor and they went to them. There's a lot of different scenarios in where you get the person that's interested and then you lose them somewhere halfway. That's why you really need to understand the full spectrum of emotions that go through a potential buyer. The same thing that goes for problem solvers goes for impulse buyers. They still don't want to get screwed over. They still don't want to lose their money. And they're all afraid of becoming just another horror story of a person that got scammed online. That's why most of the impulse buyers are going to request something like a money back guarantee or something like that. Either that, or the product value is going to be so low that they don't really care. Now, regarding impulse buyers, I really do suggest that you add a couple of different things, and that's first, looks reviews. It's really good to show how people see your product and to just customize them so they look really good. Another thing is the one-click upsell. A lot of the times when they're pulling out their credit card, they're in the buying mode. If you just add a simple solution for them to buy an additional product, it will help you convert an additional 8 to 13%. There are a lot of different tools to use, but the main point is you want it to look like Amazon. When you're going online and searching and you see the Amazon store and then on the bottom says frequently bought with, it's basically that. So you're kind of giving them a good suggestion what goes well with the product they already intended to buy. Now, regarding upsells, cross-sells, there's a lot of different things you could do, but in my opinion, for most impulse buys, gift wrapping is going to be one of the better money makers, because when you offer them gift wrapping, they can then send it to their friends, family members, especially during the holidays, Thanksgiving, something like that. it's going to be a problem solver that's an impulse buy, which usually is a double whammy that can help you sell a lot more. Another thing that I also like to do is offer discounts as a scaling option. So as they buy more products, they get discount. Another cool thing that you also need to do is give them a threshold for free shipping. You should never give them free shipping just because of it. If you look at the average order value, anchor your free shipping to be just $5 above your average order value, and it's going to help you earn a lot more money. If you're thinking about starting this process or starting a business from zero, or your business is going to launch some digital marketing ads for the first time, I would start off with the website, because the website, if you do not optimize it fully, or you have a critical error like the website not loading properly or having issues while you're in conversion, it will cause you to lose all of the results. And on top of it, it's just going to invalidate every single test you ran on Facebook and Google, because it doesn't matter if you got the perfect target. If the target cannot leave a credit card, they won't buy. If you make the website optimized, I do suggest setting up Google Analytics and heat maps and just reviewing them every couple of weeks to make sure that everything works well. Because if you don't have that as a stable base of control, you're not going to be able to run tests and learn from them. I would also check your website loading speed, because if your website loading speed is not good enough, it's going to be a big indicator for every single platform that sells you traffic that the post-click experience is not good. If the post-click experience is not good, you're going to be destroying the inherent value of their ads, because if you click on too many ads that lead you to bad websites, you're going to stop clicking on the ads. So that's why it's an imperative to all of these platforms to send people to really well working websites and not have a high bounce rate. So you can use GTX metrics, or you can use Google's page speed thing. It's exactly going to give you how fast your website is with a score of out of 100. And with every single problem you have, it's going to give you the amount of negative points you get and how to solve it. So your goal is to get into green, also known as above 90%. Now, I hope this video has been helpful. I know that I try to fit in a lot of different things, so I do plan to record other videos that are going to be much more in-depth for the specific topic. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I hope you subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching.